tree. Wow, we haven't been recorded?
I hit it and it started and then it must have gone off and I just noticed it.
Wow, look at all the fun we could have had.
Yeah, I've been taking notes, so we're okay, but
I'm doing it too. So, okay, so the tree needs to be ribboned. Okay, we got that. Okay, all in favor? Or I need a second on that motion, actually.
I second.
That was Daniel?
Sure.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, that's unanimous. Okay. All right, very good. Okay, item number 3, 12 Clematis Lane, tree trimming removal request.
Excuse me, I need to step out for just a moment.
No worries.
I can hear you though.
Okay, so we have here a dead alder in the green belt, slight lean with close proximity to my house. Oh, why don't I remember this one? I am having, for some reason, trouble remembering this tree. I know I went and looked at it. Anybody else go look at it?
didn't
Yeah,
look-
I looked at it and,
Go ahead, Judge.
and I thought it was on the Sudden Valley right away.
Yeah, that's what I wondered about it. That's why I didn't even look at it. Is this anything we need to approve?
Yeah, so here's the thing. So yes, we do need to approve it. So what they're saying, so some people just do this knowing it's on there and it's more for documentation. So they say, oh, here's a tree problem, and now they feel it's been documented. You know, I'm not sure why they think, because it's like a false thing. But anyway, so yeah, so we would approve that Sudden Valley could remove this tree. Sudden Valley'd have to go out and look at it, because there's alders all over here that need to be removed in Sudden Valley property. There's all kinds of trees everywhere, you know, so it's something we need to work on in policy. And Nancy, you know, she said she's in that policy thing. Maybe she could help us figure out a better way to clarify these issues with trees, because we could get hundreds of these on every meeting if we, you know, dead tree here, dead tree there. Yes, there's dead trees everywhere.
Yeah.
So
the actual process is if a homeowner feels that there is a tree on Sudden Valley property that is a hazard, they submit a hazard tree request to admin, and we have it evaluated and rated as an imminent hazard, or like secondary, or, you know, this could fall down, but it's not going to happen today, sort of hazard. Or, and then once they're prioritized, they're put onto a list. If it's an imminent danger, we remove it right away. And then the other trees that go on that list, we act on in bulk. We send them out for a quote and then manage it as a separate project once that list gets long enough. So that's the official process.
So there's really not much our committee has to say about it. Is that right?
No, but if it's a hazardous tree, it seems to be I mean, there's no question of aesthetics or anything else. If it's threatening property or persons, it comes down.
yeah, if it's a hazard tree, that's, and so that thing right there, hazard, that's up to really an arborist, or, you know, every tree is kind of a hazard.
Yeah,
If
I
you're the
love
homeowner,
all around my house.
exactly, they're all hazard trees. So it's kind of a weird thing. That's why I was saying it'd be nice to have it maybe more clarified in some fashion or something, because
Well, we have an arborist, and the arborist evaluates the trees. We have an entire binder that shows the process of how they're evaluated.
no, I get that. So, all right. So we get a motion?
Oh, it seems like this one should just be referred to follow the process that she just mentioned.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
So the motion on table is we're going to approve this over to Sudden Valley and send it to Sudden Valley admin maintenance so they can look at the tree.
I'll
Yeah,
second.
it sounds like this is not a significant tree.
And that's 12. So that's Patrick and Joe Jean for the second.
Yes,
Okay. And we're gonna send you Sudden Valley.
well, based upon what Joanne said, when they come in with one of these tree trimming things, they should just do that request and, not even go through us, that it should just go to,
No, don't know. And let's not be, this is being recorded and out to public, so we don't want to give people the wrong information. That is not true.
all right,
Oh, yeah, that's why, let's not interrupt either meeting. So if we want to say something, Joanne too, it'd be good to raise your hand or acknowledge first. Yeah, so no, let's just keep this as we had it set, and let's just keep things as they go for right now.
okay,
So the motion on the table was to approve. And we're gonna send it to Sudden Valley, and then Sudden Valley is gonna go out and look at the tree and determine whether it's a hazard tree or not, and then put it in their book and monitor it. All in favor of that?
Aye.
Aye.
That's unanimous. Okay, item number 4, Tree Westbrook Court, tree trimming removal request. So unfortunately, we have a lot of these today where I didn't hear back, and I guess Deb's out or whatever. That property corner there. So here's another tree. So you have an owner who says the tree's located on Sudden Valley property. They don't know because they don't know where their property stakes are at. And it's a corner lot. Now, whether that corner lot is owned by somebody else or owned by Sudden Valley, they probably don't know that either. And so this one was I imagine you guys went out and saw it. It's a big hanging branch. I mean, it's a pretty nasty looking branch. I wouldn't want to run up and grab it. It probably would fall right off on your head. But they did have it ribboned, so we were able to see what tree it was, which made it nice. Any comments or questions? So for me, this is how I had it. I had it on my paper, this is what I wrote: defer till we find out who actually owns a corner lot. And if it's SVCA, then SVCA maintenance would go out and take a look at the tree, and they would do their determination. That's what I have on there.
That sounds good.
Did you guys have, maybe it's like someone knows, hey, we do own that lot, or I own that lot, or no other questions, comments?
no, I agree with what you said.
Okay, so that's item number 4. So I'll make that motion. So we're gonna send this to Sudden Valley. It's gonna go to SV to determine who owns the lot. Who owns the lot? Okay, and that was by me. Can I get a second on that?
A second.
Daniel. Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, that's unanimous. That's unanimous. Okay, we'll go to item number 5. We already did. We're gonna go to item number 6, 4 Clear Lake Court. The exterior alteration request.
Seems like a big project.
Oh, 4 Clear. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So this whole ACC packet this time has been like crazy. I mean, this thing is, so I have a whole list of issues on this one. Yeah. So this one basically, yeah, they want to add an addition, a new primary bed and bath off of the main level of existing home, add new guest parent or grandparent bedroom and bath in lower basement of this new space. And for that, they sent a blurred out site plan that's totally unlegible.
Yeah, I
Illegible,
couldn't read it.
illegible, unlegible, illegible. Yeah, you can't read it at all. So there's obviously this thing is going to be denied as submitted, or we're going to defer pending more information like architectural plans for the addition, elevations, site plans, lot coverages. I'm suggesting they look at our policy for new construction in the binder, get familiar with that. But we need to start having admin staff, so when someone submits something like this, they look at it and go, gosh, this, you need way more than this for this submittal.
Is this something Joel should look at too?
Yeah, well, at some point, but it came across like it's a no, Joel looked at new construction. This would be a remodel.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, he could. I don't know what all they want, how involved they want to get him. But this is like a remodel house and
There's a lot of questions I would have for this, and even that other garage gave us all kinds of details, and we knew exactly what he was going to do. This, I have no idea.
yeah, this we have no clue whatsoever. Yeah. They didn't even put how many square feet, did they? No, they didn't put
It
how many.
might be in the drawing somewhere, but I can't read it.
Yeah, you can't read it. Yeah, I have. So for me, this one, and let, you know, we could finish talking out, but for me, this one, I'm going to say denied as submitted is the way I was headed on this one.
I would agree.
Joe, Patrick, you have any?
Yeah, I agree.
I agree.
Okay, so the motion then on the table for 4 Clear Lake Court is, oops, wrong page, denied as submitted. And that's by Keith. And who seconded?
Second,
Okay, and I'm gonna give him more info though. Okay, so it's denied as submitted, and then I also want him to be aware that we're gonna need legible site plans. Architectural rendering. What it's gonna look like. Finishes. Exterior finishes, which is also part of the architectural rendering, square footage. And I'm also going to direct him to look under the new construction in our binder. That way they'll know what they need to submit. Okay. And all in favor?
I,
All right, that's unanimous. Okay. All right, item number 7, 3 Hawks Place. Did we already do that one? No.
No, the pavers.
Oh, yeah. Item number 7, 3 Hawks Place, exterior alteration request. And if this is the pavers, that's the pavers on the right and left-hand side of the driveway. Yes. Any questions, comments, or concerns on this one?
I'll move to approve.
Well, I assume those are stone pavers that are just synthetic permeable pavers.
Well, they really don't say, do they?
No. Porous paver stones. So I guess it is a stone material. It's not like a plastic or anything weird like that.
Permeable pavers. All right, so we had Joe to move to approve as submitted. Can we get a second?
I second.
Okay. Daniel, all in favor?
I,
Okay, that's unanimous. Okay. Okay, item number 8, 38 Valley Crest Way, exterior alteration request.
I'll move to approve.
Okay, yeah, so this one again, yeah, I agree with you, Joe Jean. I didn't mean to interrupt. It's just like there were so many things missing on here that needed to be on there, but because we went and looked at it, it made it simple. You guys have any other questions, comments?
What's the material? Is it wood or?
He's gonna use, what should have been on here, Trex deck.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah, he
it
told me
looks good. I like it.
gonna use Trex deck, and then the railing, it's metal on there now, but he thought they might either do that or the cable and wire, which is, I was fine with
That
both,
should be really nice.
so. And there's gonna be a gate. He wasn't exactly sure, but the whole thing is gonna be enclosed in either the cable wire or metal railing, and then he's gonna put a gate in there. So that was the
It
only,
looks like he needs a deck there.
yeah. So the motion on the table is by Joe Jean, was moved to approve,
Second,
second by Patrick, and now I can't find this one. What was the address? 38. All right. Okay, that was Joe Jean. Approved. Second by Patrick. All in favor?
Aye.
Um,
Okay, unanimous. All right, item number 9, 42 Louiseview Drive.
Our
Exterior
favorite one,
alteration request. I'm sorry.
our favorite one.
Oh, is that the one with the?
The driveway.
The retaining wall.
That took us some time to figure that one out. Yeah, so a couple things on this one. One of the things I'd like to do, is retaining wall that he's currently, and this is only if we would move forward with it, is I'd like the retaining wall to, instead of being like just plain cinder block, to be like a slump stone or a split face kind of looking, to match more like a keystone or legacy retaining wall that probably most people use nowadays. And then obviously Sudden Valley has to get involved because of the right-of-way issue. It is on Sudden Valley property as part of a keyway. And then we'd also entertaining the idea from them going from a 20-foot wide driveway to a 30-foot wide. And in saying that, in my mind, a 20-foot driveway isn't wide enough as it is. And I know our policy states a max, and that's pretty tough, 20-foot wide driveway, especially if I had a 3-car garage. So, yeah, I think so. We need to change it, look at that. And that's why we look at each one separately and independently. So this one here does have a lot of open space on the side of his house. He can park there, but it's also very visible location.
Yeah, it looks like
There
he's
is no
paving
vegetation.
his whole front yard.
What's that?
It looks like he's paving his whole front yard.
Yeah, it does look that way, but what it is, so his front yard is, so you see existing driveway, his front yard is to the right of that driveway.
Yeah, I've got a photo of it right here in front of me.
Yeah, so his driveway is to the right of that, and then he's parking his truck right now in the gravel area. It's kind of gravel and dirt on the left of the driveway there where that new 10-foot proposed parking pad. He's currently parking a couple pickup trucks right there. And then there's a slight elevation change. So he's going to put, he said about 18-inch. I really believe it's going to be closer to probably 24 to 30-inch in the deep part retaining wall. That's going to go all the way along there. And then there's a little catch basin up front by the front of his property right now. So you see where that right of way is. So there's a road that runs down there. So there's a culvert right now that runs underneath that driveway into his proposed parking pad area. And then there's a culvert that extends underneath his 20-foot section of driveway. So what I'm proposing, if we did approve this, was we're going to require him to put a catch basin, actually Sudden Valley, because it's going to be in Sudden Valley right away, but we're going to require him to put a catch basin in the center there where he's going to make the connection into the 2 culverts. And that'll allow him for a clean out and also to catch water, because it's a catch basin now. So my thing was slump stone or split face wall. splitter, slump stone. And then the catch basin. And of course, you'd get with, you know, our maintenance guys over here at Sudden Valley to go over, determine the size of the catch basin and what all is needed there. And then, of course, connect culverts. That was just my take on it. But
So
when I
this
first went
drawing-
out there, I was confused as heck, like you. I was like, they're gonna concrete their whole front yard. I didn't get it. And Joe Jean noticed the red line when we all went back. She noticed the red line where his truck was parked, and it was like, hey, you're right, there it is over there. And then we started measuring from there and figured it out.
So in this drawing that he submitted, his garage is on the bottom?
The top up north,
Okay.
right where he's got the
Yeah.
north, his garage goes across that 20-foot wide
Oh,
drive.
okay, yeah, I had this, when I took the picture, I was measuring it.
Yes,
Twisted
that's
90
exactly what I
degrees.
did.
Okay.
And I actually left. I was like, no, I'm not doing this. And I hooked up with Joe Jean and Patrick, and we ended up going back out there. And then like I said, Joe Jean saw the mark, and then it was like, now it all came together. And then we met.
Okay, yeah, that makes. Yeah, okay. And my one concern was the concrete blocks. As long as there's a clarification about it can't be just cinder blocks.
Okay.
Is there a height requirement for the retaining wall?
They can't go over 4 feet. If they go over 4 feet, it requires engineering and a county permit. But if they stay under 4 feet, then we're cool with that.
Okay.
So did you talk to them and it won't be? I don't see it here.
Say that again.
Did you speak to them and they said it wouldn't be more than 4 feet? I don't see where it says. here.
Yeah, we met with the homeowners out there yesterday, and he was guessing it was going to be about 18 inches tall.
Okay,
And that'd be great. I just think it's going to be a little bit taller than that, only in the deep spot, you know. And so if we made the approval, if we went ahead and decided with these 3 conditions, slump stone or split, you know, a split or slump stone on that, a catch basin and connect the culverts, it would still be up to Sudden Valley to make the final determination, because, you know, they'll be building in their space, their right of way.
sounds good.
Joe Jean, Patrick, you have anything else you wanted to add? Comments?
No,
No,
Okay. You want to make a motion, anyone?
well, I'll move to approve with comments.
Okay. 42, Joe Jean. And that's approved with comments, and those comments being?
The ones you mentioned.
Oh, okay, so the comments will be split face,
Yeah, the catch basin,
yep, split face or slump stone. Connect culverts with catch basin.
coordinate with Sudden Valley.
Yep, and
Right.
clean out. Coordinate with Sudden Valley. Okay, perfect. All right, and can we get a second on that?
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, that's unanimous. Okay, that's approved with comments. Okay, that was 42. 45 Jasper, we did that one. 6 Sandalwood, we've done that one. So we're on our last one, item number 12, 4 Twin Flower Circle. Okay, so I'm not sure who this is from. I couldn't read something Ventures, Avia Ventures maybe. So only issue I had with this one, it says, I'm requesting reapproval to the application on file that was previously approved. I could not build last year, would like to this year. Please approve my previous application. So it sounded like his previous application was already approved, but then he's asking to approve his previous application. So I had put a call into Deb on this one to find out if this previous application was approved and when it was approved. And I think Deb has unfortunately been out sick, so I didn't hear a response before this meeting. We're not changing any selection. My permits at Whatcom County are ready to be picked up. Thank you for your consideration and time. Looking forward to build a beautiful home. And I don't know who this is. What builder this is. So any comments or questions? Concerns?
Well, I think we need to find the prior application.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm approving.
Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, we're all in the same boat on that one. So yeah, I put a call in, like I said, I unfortunately, I guess she got sick, and so I was hoping to hear back before our meeting. So on this one, it would have to be, I would say, deferred, or what are you guys recommending?
Yeah, defer pending prior application review.
Yeah, okay. And that's a motion by Patrick. Okay, we're gonna defer. Okay, and can I get a second on that?
Can I just ask, how is this generally,
Say again?
how is this generally approved? I mean, we have these,
So, yeah, so
drawings already somewhere?
at some point in time, we're gonna have an ACC coordinator. And I'm meeting with Joanne next week. Hopefully she still has some time available. And we're gonna meet and we're gonna kind of talk about this, because normally these things need to be scrutinized better when they're submitted. They come into the office and she is so short. Like today, I think she has one person there and that's it. So she's so short staffed. These come in, they don't get to really see them, and then they just stamp them, boom, and they send them to us. These need to be looked at, because the old ACC coordinator would have reviewed this and would have had it already on here stamped, or would have had a sheet with it and said when it was previously approved, and that stuff usually done ahead before our meetings. And so we know that. And like on some of
This would be a
these,
huge approval.
yeah, and some of these, like they're asking like lot coverage, we're adding the square footage. The old ACC person would had, here's the plans. The old plans were at 47%. They're asking for 13%. We've gone over our 50%. We would have known before the meeting. So a lot of these things we're deferring pending information. We typically have that information beforehand. So we're getting better, but you know, got to get good people. So this one, unfortunately, we have no information on it. So I do not know when it was approved and if it was approved. And first he said it was approved, then he wasn't, sounds like not sure.
Yeah.
And I can't remember. So
So if we defer this, he just can't start construction at all until we see what we're approving. Is that correct?
that is correct. And so, but we have our meetings every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So. And it's also, you know, something like this, it could be if we got all this information prior, we could do this kind of via email. Like, you know, hey, we got all the information. Yes, you know, everything's cool, everything's fine. There's no problems with it whatsoever. Okay, great. Here's the dates. You know, everything was approved. You're just looking for an extension. We're going to match the county date, and we're all okay with that. And then we could kind of tell the builder, go ahead. It could still be on our agenda, just as a formality,
Sure.
you know. But at this point, it's impossible, like you said. How do you approve something you have no clue what you're approving? How do you do that?
I don't know.
All right, so the thing on it is deferred by Patrick, pending review application. Reviewing pending review of previous application, excuse me. And I didn't get a second by anyone on that.
I'll second.
Well, you made, oh yeah, you did. Okay, very good. It was Daniel. All in favor of that?
Aye.
Good. Unanimous. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but we don't really have a choice. All right, so that is all of our agenda items on here today. All right. Hey, Joanne, can you stop recording? She might have left after my comment.